Well, Lisa, I'm so glad to have you back. I know that we spent lots of hours in the chair working on your teeth, but now it's been a number of months that you've just had a chance to get used to things and just start experiencing them as if these are just you. They're just your natural teeth. How have things been over the last couple months for you?
It's been so good, so good. It took me a few days to get used to them. I would kind of talk funny, and now I just don't even think about it. They feel so comfortable and natural, and like I've had them all along, but it's such an upgrade that even every time I look at myself in the mirror, I'm just like, oh yeah, these are amazing. I have perfect teeth. And I even, I forget that they weren't always perfect, but it's just so exciting and new and fun. It's been really fun.
Could you tell us a little bit in these last 2 months, any changes that you've noticed personally, socially, and professionally?
Yeah. Personally, the people really close to me kind of know. My husband's known me for 30 years and he loves it. He thinks they look amazing. My kids are like, wow, Mom, your teeth are so cool. And then, so people close to me kind of take a double take. Like they know it's me and the same, but something a little different. But I feel like they look like my teeth because they are my original teeth. My teeth weren't shaved down. My teeth are under there. So I like that they're the same shape as my teeth always were. And so people just kind of close to me double take, like, did I get them whitened? Did I get them straightened? What is going on? Like they look a little different, but they still look like you. And I like that a lot, that it still feels like me, looks like me, just an upgrade. And then people I don't know flat out that I've met said hi to you the first time I've been introduced to. One of the first things they've been saying is, wow, your teeth are amazing. And I just say, thank you, and just keep smiling.
So how about in your professional life? Any changes that you've noticed?
I'm a photographer, so I'm working a lot on getting people to smile and act naturally and show a real smile, And so I love smiling, and I'm used to smiling in my life, but always before I would just have a little apprehension. Just, I'm smiling and I love to smile, but I wonder what my teeth are looking like. Are they yellow? Can they see the stains? Can they see the chipping? And so it would just hold me back a little bit. And now I'm smiling and I catch myself having those thoughts a little bit because they're just habitual thoughts. And then I think, oh no, they're perfect teeth now. They look beautiful, so I just keep smiling. So it just has allowed me to be more myself and social and not hold back my smile, I guess.
How have things been just taking care of them? Do you feel like you've had to do different things or learn different skills? Has there been an adjustment period?
I take flossing very seriously now. So before, when I wasn't as invested in my teeth, I didn't like them very much. I guess I still brushed every day, a few times a day, but flossing was like every once in a while. And now they mean so much to me and I want to keep them lasting long and forever. And so I'm just very diligent about my flossing and my water picking and my brushing. So better teeth care for sure.
That's really good.
And strangely, I love them so much and they've made me so happy that I'm more motivated in general, I feel like, in my life, like wanting to eat healthier, exercise more, keep my life just moving forward more. It's just like this extra level of motivation just because they have made me so happy.
Maybe you could share with us, Lisa, and for the doctors too, what was it like, because I know especially for your case, because we were filming this, to sit in that chair for a long time. Well, from a patient's perspective, just so that we can understand better, what was that like, sitting in the chair for multiple days, having things worked on? How did that feel? Anything that as a patient you could share with us so we could better understand what that experience is?
It was a lot of hours that week. We calculated I was in the chair about 40 hours, which is a lot longer than a typical case.
Right.
So if I can do 40 hours, anybody else can do 2.5 days. I did 5 days. I'm a little older. I'm approaching 50. So it was a little taxing to be in the chair that long. But looking back now, it's so worth it. These are teeth I'm going to have the rest of my life. And that 5 days for me, or 2.5 days for a typical case, 3 days or so, is just a drop in the bucket of the rest of your life. And the end result is just so worth it. I would do it 100 times over again. And afterwards, when I was done and I had new teeth, the recovery was just a couple days. I was hardly sore. My gums healed very, very quickly. I got used to the teeth very quickly. So the recovery time was very, very, very minimal.
So I know it's a long time, but I really appreciate our clients who are trusting the process and willing to sit through the time in the chair, because it really, all of those steps and all the time that's involved really matters.
Put on some good books and podcasts and meditations, and it's a nice little vacation.
Take off your shoes, a weighted blanket.
Yeah, it's very comfortable. You made it as comfortable as possible, definitely. Everyone was so nice and welcoming, and it was just extremely comfortable.
So I know, Lisa, when I first met you, that you had been aware of some things with your teeth that you hoped to change, but weren't quite settled on a specific way to do that at that point. Could you share with us a little bit about any research or thoughts that you had done before about different options that you were aware of before this one, and why you did move forward with those? And then looking back now, how does this new method of doing things compare to what options you might have had available or that you could have gone through or gone to earlier on?
I had looked into veneers, but I hated the idea of shaving my tooth down to just a little nub. And that is the reason that I never went forward with it. And I didn't ever find a doctor I trusted or felt like I connected with. And then when I didn't even know about your type of process, the non-invasive veneers. And when I met you and saw your wife's teeth, I asked her, I noticed her teeth right away and asked her, why are your teeth so amazing? And she said, that's what Marshall does. So I was like, oh, I'm interested in this. And then when I found out they were non-invasive and the tooth is full and complete and underneath the material, and that the material is strong, and I just thought, what do I have to lose? And then I trusted you, and that you'd put your research in and your time, and you had so much clientele that was happy and had the teeth years later still looking exactly they did when they left your office. So at that point, I knew I couldn't go wrong choosing you and choosing this exact process. And I was right. I couldn't be happier with them.
Well, thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming back and sharing your story with us and helping us to kind of create a little closure for this method for the doctors. And again, just re-highlighting the importance of that this is more than just teeth, and that this can really be life-changing for a lot of people. And that positive influence that it can make can really affect your just daily experiences, professionally, socially, personally.
Yes.
And it really makes us all worthwhile.
Yeah, our face, our mouth, they're our communicators. They're our connection to other people. And it's the first thing people usually see or notice is eyes and mouth and smile. And enhancing a smile and making people confident in their smile and their teeth, I think, is really actually life-changing. So I am grateful to be part of the process and to share it with other people. It's really cool.
Thanks, Lisa. We've been totally honored to have you and to be a part of this with you. Thanks.
Thank you.